John, interesting you say, obviously, that we are not beholden to the ECB, but grateful for any financial aid that they give us, as you would do for anybody that wants to bankroll the club, I'm sure. And it's not obviously that the ECB are going to bankroll it. But can you emphasise to people that whilst that is very welcome, your view and the Essex County Cricket Club will still be a voice if you don't agree with something, and we're talking about the 100 here because I know, as we said earlier, but not well at the moment. I think it's taste it and see before we really form an opinion. But Essex and through your voice will always have a voice there of objecting to things if you need it, because I know what really concerns you is the root of the game, isn't it?
Yes.
The root of the game at first class level is county cricket, and it just seems that year after year after year there's a further impact on that. And move on to within the answer that you're going to give, the concerns about next season with the 10 counties in the first division. Now, okay, I suppose while you're one of those 10 counties, that's fine. If you're one of the 8 counties, are you being viewed as a second-class citizen? And what are we doing to, if you like, keep the 18 counties embraced totally in the first-class game?
Yeah, I can answer that. I mean, yes, I am a great believer in county championship cricket, and I think I will never sort of move away from that. So yes, the finances coming in from the ECB are welcome, because cricket, if someone is looking to help us, we have to take that. And why shouldn't I? I'm one of the 18 counties. The ECB is there for cricket.
Quite so.
And if I need something to help us and improve our facilities, etc., if they're prepared to give me some money, I'm going to take that.
Yeah, quite.
I make no mistake. I'm not trying to cover that up. However, behind the scenes, I've also made it very clear that to me, championship cricket is fundamental. Test cricket is the pinnacle of the game. And you cannot have a successful test side if you do not have a successful red ball county championship. Fact. So I have continued, my views are very well known at the ECB, and on numerous occasions when we talk about it, I still continue to push that I will vote accordingly with how my heart is in terms of anything that I believe will have an impact on championship cricket. I've done it all the way through, and I will continue to do so, because I will fight for that, because to me that is what cricket is all about. And I think that's only fair that the membership understand that. That is one thing that I will not sway on, despite saying I will take some of the handouts and the benefits, and why not, but Red Ball County Championship is number one.
Well, that's encouraging, and it was you and I think are on record of talking about the shape of the county championship. A view perhaps that we should go back to one division, and maybe the 3 or 4 day cricket that came in the early 90s, which quite honestly seemed to be quite successful until the ECB decided to change that. It was quite interesting that in the cricket paper last week, one of our own, Derek Pringle, was actually voicing the suggestion of a return to one division cricket and 3 day cricket. His basis on the 3 day cricket, saying that the game is speeding up. We're talking about 4 day test matches now. Batsmen are playing with much more inventiveness, etc., and the pace of the game is that much quicker. But I mean, that's obviously for the future. Is there a glimmer of thought that being in the thoughts of Chairman?
I think we're 4 day cricket is here. There's some month, or must be a year or so ago, someone touched on 3 day cricket. And that was sort of just pushed aside immediately, and it's never been mentioned again. So I don't see at this stage us going back to 3 day cricket, or indeed the single championship. I think it's a shame, but I don't see it happening. Right. So that's the first issue. But in terms of the new structure for county cricket, 10 and 8, we probably caused a few problems, because ideally, I think the powers to be would like the 10 teams in Division 1 to be at least 8 of the major venues. And at the moment, when you get Lancashire get pushed down and Middlesex in Division 2, that's not quite in the game plan as they would like it. They want to see the 8 major venues at least up there in the top tier.
Right.
And so while we and Somerset and now Kent keep pushing hard, and who knows, I mean, for example, next year, let's say Sussex came up and Hampshire went down, although after their performance this week it looks as though they may not. But just imagine the scenario if Hampshire went and Sussex popped up. You know, you have 4 grounds like us in that top tier. So, and what that does demonstrate is that although we all believe that the best cricket comes out of those 8, you know, the 8 big venues, you know, Old Trafford and Trent, it's not the case. You know, we play good cricket, and Kent have shown that. We've shown it. Somerset have shown it. So they have to be very careful. But the temptation will be that our young players now, when the competition is up and running, they will see these 8 venues as being the hub of cricket, and you know they'll be tempted if they get an offer to go and play there because they see the opportunity perhaps of playing their cricket, new cricket out of the stadium and being involved in the new 100-ball competition. A big, you know, that's a big magnet for young guys who are coming into the game, and who can blame them if that opportunity was there? You're a young cricketer, but to me, you know, we're so focused on this new competition that let's remember, we talk about red ball cricket. All the great players in the white ball game have all been brought up on red ball. Whether you're a Kohli or, you know, Chris Gale,
that's your apprenticeship, isn't it?
Exactly. And if you have to know the basics of the game. If we believe you can just walk into cricket and just start cracking it around the stadium, you know, well, you know, and not play proper cricket shots. I mean, a lot of the shots you see from the great players, you know, De Villiers, and they play cricket. They're able to develop. And my personal belief is that good players should be good enough to develop and play all forms of the game. I don't personally buy into, oh, he's a white ball specialist. If you're good enough and you've seen the great players adapt, you should be able to do it. And we should be able to do the same.